back to my channel. I hope you're well. Hope you've had a good weekend. One thing I'm going to have to start off with is I've had a little reshuffle about of my videos, and I've got rid of a lot. I've deleted loads of my videos, loads of my shorts. Now, the reason I've done this is because, well, firstly, I didn't want all of my old stuff on there still because it's, it's old. Nobody wants to see that anymore. Secondly, because I've been having some children having fun and commenting and disliking and all of that nonsense. And I know they're children because I've seen their profiles and it's just, yeah, they're like about 12. But anyway, so I thought, I'm going to have a tidy up and I clear up, and I got rid of loads of things and, all that. So if you wonder where some of my videos and my shorts have gone, that's where they've gone. They've gone in the bin. So yeah, there we are. There we have it. Yeah, just wanted to get that out of the way. Just wanted to let you know, in case you was wondering at all. You probably wasn't, but anyway, I'm waffling on, so we'll get on with the video. The video today is about Queen Mary, which used to be a cruise liner in California. I won't say anything else about it because you'll hear about it in a moment, but enjoy the video and I'll see you on the other side. The historic Queen Mary is an ocean liner converted into a hotel, and it's docked permanently in Long Beach, California. And it happens to be one of the most haunted hotels in America. It had an extensive renovation in early 2023, but don't let the fancy pants new look fool you. It has a spooky story to tell. The Queen Mary began life as a cruise ship and was christened on September 26, 1934 by Queen Mary herself. And it went on to log more than 3 decades ferrying luxury and military passengers, as during World War II the ship was made to transport soldiers between the front line. In 1967 the liner retired and was given to the city of Long Beach, and 5 years later it reopened as a floating hotel. With the guests loving the unique floating hotel, being able to sleep in the cabins with their portholes and dreaming of how it had been to be sailing along in the ocean. But as with any historic place, it has its stories to tell, and this is no different, with at least 49 deaths said to have taken place upon the ship since the maiden voyage. Legend says that there are many places on the ship that are said to be home to many apparitions. The hotel even has ghost tours by day and by night. Some of the most haunted parts are as follows. The stateroom B340 was a problem well before the hotel opened. In fact, in 1948, Walter J. Adamson, who was a British passenger, passed away in the room. And then later in 1966, a woman that stayed in the room complained that her covers were pulled off of her, which woke her up during the night. She woke up to find a man standing at the foot of her bed, and when she screamed and went for the phone to call for the steward, he vanished into thin air. Guests have also reported hearing someone knocking on the door in the middle of the night and the bathroom lights turning on. The hotel maids have also seen water running in the bathroom when nobody's been staying in the room, and it's been pretty empty for days. Even on one occasion, after a maid had finished making the bed, the covers were snatched off completely. The hotel closed the room to guests for many years after that, but since they've reopened for anyone wanting a spooky night. The Moratina room was another room that is reportedly haunted. In 1989, 2 maids were cleaning the lounge for a VIP gathering. When they entered the room though, a guest was sitting in the chair quietly in the middle of the dance floor. When another maid came in to help clean, she said that the guest was staring and she asked him to move. But as they went to call for security, he vanished into thin air right in front of all of them. Now if that isn't enough to then, to scare your pants off, then come into the Mayfair room, because this was the ship's beauty salon once, but it is now an office for staff members. Anyway, in 2001, a member of staff came in early to work at 5:30 a.m. and just felt like that something wasn't right. And she went about her work before sitting at her desk and having a sudden cold feeling. Then later, feeling someone brush up against her chair. But she was alone. Moments later, she saw a figure that she said appeared to be transparent but in a white haze. It was walking across the room and it went through the door. So she grabbed her keys and scarpered until other people arrived. Can't say I blame her, really. Then if we move now into the abandoned pool, this was once a first-class swimming pool with illuminated fountain, mother-of-pearl ceiling and mosaic tiles. It was complete and utter luxury, but because of some Californian rules or another, it is no longer used, but it doesn't stop any spooky goings on. So people have seen lots of apparitions in here, including a woman in an old wedding dress next to the pool with like a little boy in a suit. Also a young woman in a tennis skirt walking down the stairs and disappearing, and a cloud of steam appearing randomly, and then a little girl wearing a blue and white dress that disappears out of nowhere. But if the pool isn't enough for you, then let's look into the boiler room, where people have seen a little girl sucking her thumb with a doll in her hand. Now that's pretty creepy. I always find ghosts of children more scary than ghosts of grown-ups. I don't know what it is. Perhaps it's I've watched too many scary horror films, but children ghosts are frightening. Just imagine, you're in the middle of the night and you're somewhere and then you hear a child singing. It's always Frere Jacko or something like that, isn't it? It's always something creepy. Yeah, children ghosts, creepy. Now then, the hatch door number 13 is known as Shaft Alley. And this is where a gruesome accident happened. It's where a crew member was crushed to death. What a horrible way to go. So let's go back to 1966. One evening, where the doors in the engine and boiler rooms were ordered to be shut. A few minutes later, an 18-year-old crew member from Yorkshire was found crushed, trapped in the door of hatch number 13. They got him free and to the hospital ward. There were signs of crushing to his arms, his chest, pelvis, and he was bleeding from his nose. Although they tried injecting him with morphine, he died just after. Now, his ghost is regularly seen in the area, and some people say they hear someone running up behind him, or even sometimes they hear people whistling. Some have said that they've had spots of grease-like fingerprints on their faces, which they were believing to be this young 18-year-old engineer. While others have seen the figure of a bearded man in blue overalls that look like him, some say that they saw an engineer wandering the hallways and asked guests if they'd seen his wrench, but when they go back to find him, he's nowhere to be seen. Now I don't know what you make of that, but if I was in California, I would definitely have to go and visit it because it sounds perfect for a spooky night or two, don't you think? I know for a fact that lots of people have been and done videos on YouTube about this place, and they've done like vigils where they've gone and done ghost not tours what am I thinking of, investigations, couldn't think of the word. So I suggest once you've watched this video, go and search YouTube for some videos of this place, because you'll find when you see their videos, you'll see the actual place, and whether anything happens. Who knows? Is it really haunted? Nobody really knows, do they? But if you're in California, go and have a visit. Let me know how you get on. Well, hope you enjoyed it. I found it quite interesting to research about this ship and all of the different things that I found out about it. You know, it's quite a lot goes on, I think, there. So, you know, it's all good. So yeah, if I was in California, I would definitely 100% go and visit this place, because it's totally my cup of tea, completely. So yeah, it should be good if you're there and you fancy going and having a look. But if you do, please do let me know how you get on, because I'd really love to hear about it. You know, might be a little bit jealous that you're gone, but you know, oh well. At least one of us can go, aren't they? So yeah. Anyway, don't think I'm doing a great deal this weekend. I don't believe. I'm not sure. What are you doing? Are you doing anything interesting? You'll be doing something a bit more interesting than me if I'm doing nothing. Yeah, so anyway, whatever you're doing, have yourself a great weekend and keep smiling. I'm going to bugger off and stop waffling on, and I'll see you next week. Take care of yourselves. See you later. Bye.